What's up, guys? It's me, Falco Z, on the Falco 2Z channel, and it is here, the Naruto original series review, part 1, because it's too long. I have a couple videos I could upload, but for this week, or just the 26th of March, I'm probably gonna upload this. I'm recording it today as well. But basically, yeah, we're gonna go through the whole thing. I really wanted to go through the filler stuff because, everyone knows the canon stuff is already pretty good. But the filler stuff, people hating on. I guess I kind of get it, but just wait till we get to that. Whatever. We're gonna start from the very beginning. I like how they just start with oh yeah, and obviously spoilers. So go watch the show first. I like how they start with okay, so for this review, we're gonna go through from the very beginning to the end of the Land of Waves arc. All right, so start. So I like how they start with showing the nine-tailed fox in Naruto. It's we're gonna understand we can immediately go forward and understand what exactly that's done to him. We know about it, and everyone does. But we just know that, people think it's weird, just bullying him. And we instantly see, I'm kind of going off stuff I remember, so yeah. But I do remember this. He messes up the Hokage, I don't know what you call them, but the faces, just to get attention, because since he's kind of abandoned by the village, you just really wants attention, and I think that's pretty sad, kind of depressing, but I think it's a good way to show what kind of guy he is. He just kind of wants to be recognized, and we see that the third Hokage, kind of is kind of there for him. I would honestly say that he's kind of like a father figure, which is cool, but the main father figure is definitely Iruka, who was always chilling with him. That's his sensei. He gets him some ramen all the time. Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, that's cool. I think that's a good start. Let's skip a bit. Actually, I guess not too much. The stuff with Mizuki, well, technically it's just this is the only bit of him. I haven't seen Shippuden yet, so I don't know, but the only other bit with him is in a filler arc, so the only canon thing with him is in episode 1, so I don't know. It's cool to see Naruto get a bit angry. But okay, now let's fully actually skip to Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura becoming Team 7. I don't know why. Sometimes I remember saying Squad 7, but I feel I mostly heard Team 7, so let's just stick with that. That's probably correct. Sorry, I don't know where I got Squad 7 from. I'm sure they said Squad. Whatever. Pick your one. Whatever. I'm just gonna go. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go my instincts. Squad. So Squad 7, Naruto, Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Haruno are led by Kakashi Hatake. My first instincts of everyone, Sasuke obviously giving the edgy vibe. I obviously knew of him before, so got the edgy vibe I expected. Definitely didn't think he'd be one of my favorites by the end, but whatever. And Sakura, girl, likes some boys, hates some boys. But I did like how, near the beginning, because I obviously, I've seen a lot of stuff about Naruto before I watched it. So I know that, Naruto and Hinata get together and Sakura and Sasuke get together. And it's obviously Sakura likes Sasuke, but Sasuke doesn't really feel the same. But, I don't think I knew that Naruto used to like Sakura. And, through this whole original series, he literally likes Sakura. So I think it's pretty interesting. But yeah. They all say their goals, and, Sakura is fully just on liking Sasuke and hating Naruto. Naruto speaks about ramen. He also speaks about being Hokage, but it's really funny that, ramen's such a big part of his life. That's cool. And then Sasuke about his clan. Honestly, I think from the three, I like that one the most. Like, I was driven by that. Obviously, revenge is never right or whatever, but you know, cool. And then they do a lot of training. I liked it. So the training of getting the bells from Kakashi, and then training of like climbing the tree. I like the competitiveness between Naruto and Sasuke between climbing the tree, and I like how they made Sakura do it instantly. You know, give her something to be the best at. That's cool. And from the bell one, trying a lot of different things. That is where we get the 1,000 years of death. So yeah, like when he just fakes a hand sign, that was actually very funny. No one's really mentioned that in their reviews, which is insane. Like, if you know, Pids used to be D Piddy. When he dresses up as Kakashi, that's literally his whole thing. So yeah, it's extremely funny. And by the end of the Bell test, they show that they're a very good team by, you know, feeding Naruto. So that's cool. Shows their like how they stick together as a team. That's cool. And can't lie with the tree climbing. That's the only thing I really remember. Naruto and Sasuke's competitiveness, and Sakura doing it first. So let's move on to the Land of Waves. Overall, pretty good introduction. But obviously, I guess missing the action, but hey, just, you know, we're just chilling for a bit, so it's fine. But anyway, Land of Waves. So they really need an S rank mission, and they get it. Pretty sure it's S rank. They have to protect Tarzana, the bridge builder. Oh, sorry, my mom said, huh. Okay, so they have to protect Tarzana, the bridge builder, because some people in charge, Gato, and people in charge of Land of Waves, like, they don't really want the bridge to be built. Like, he's so harmless, but like, if this bridge is built, like, it would help them. But like, Gato's like, nah, that's bad for us, or I guess him specifically. So literally sending people to try kill him is just like, that's crazy. Like, shows the high stakes of you know, the Naruto world, and especially right now, the Land of Waves. And the person they send to get him is Zabuza. So Zabuza and Kakashi fight. Naruto and Sasuke get involved. Sakura stays back for a bit. I'm sure she'll start to do more later in the series. But anyway, it's a pretty cool fight. Doesn't Kakashi does he use Chidori in that one? Can't exactly remember. I just know he uses his Sharingan, which is cool. But anyway, the fight's going on. Zabuza's kind of losing, I guess. And then he gets like hit with a lot of like shuriken. I'm pretty sure it's not kunai. So a lot of shurikens. Don't hit his vital points. I literally thought he just died, but nah. Haku comes out of nowhere, takes him, because that's what people do with Rogue Ninja. Honestly believe that it was kind of like, you know, not... I thought that he was actually dead, and that was actually a very normal thing. And Kakashi saying there's people younger than Naruto who are stronger than him, and I was like, whoa. But nope, Haku is actually with Zabuza, and purposefully missed his vital points, and Kakashi noticed that, but you know, he kind of left it. Like, I guess not a huge deal. That was a big mistake, because Zabuza is gonna heal, and you know, get there. Gato tries to put his hands on Zabuza, but Haku says no, and almost breaks his hand just because of how freaking strong Haku is. Like, damn. But also shows, you know, their bond, Haku and Zabuza, so that's cool. Honestly, I'm not sure if I remember anything between like that fight and then the fight with Zabuza and Haku, and then Squad 7 and Kakashi. So let's just skip that. That fight is pretty damn cool. And something I forgot about that fight is that Naruto uses the Nine-Tailed Fox's chakra there and gets into angry mode. It's pretty cool. And why he gets to almost being Haku, because Sasuke gets folded. But I still think that Sasuke did a pretty good job. So well done, Sasuke. You are still my boy. But Naruto's the main dude, so let's give it to him. I enjoyed that. And Kakashi fighting Zabuza, Sakura protecting Tarzana. That's what she was doing before, I forgot. Damn it. Well, you need someone to do it, so I don't think that's too bad from Sakura. I don't know, because I remember Sakura like crying. So was that for Sasuke, like potentially dying, or something else? And like, she's saying that like a ninja shouldn't put their feelings first, and Tazuna's like, nah, it's fine, you're kids. Which I believe Tazuna. Like, they are kids. I know they're ninjas, trained to be ninjas. Bro, they're still freaking kids, though. So, like, them crying for that is, like, fully acceptable to me. Anyway, Naruto chills before killing Haku. Right thing to do. Zabuza's in danger by Kakashi's Chidori. Yep, I definitely remember him using it here. But Haku gets in the way, saves him. And obviously Haku's already kind of weak by now, and Chidori is pretty powerful, so Kakashi, hits him with it, or, and hits his chest with it, or, if you're reading the manga, puts his freaking arm through Haku's chest. But anyway, either way, just kills him. Very sad. Gato comes with a bunch of, would you call them assassins, or just a bunch of people? Sees Haku's body on the floor and kicks it because trying to break his arm. But like, bro, the more I think about it, just like kicking the corpse of a young child, just obviously extremely messed up. Like, oh my goodness. Honestly, they showed what happened to Gato in the manga, in the anime, so that more people understand, because, obviously we do not like Gato. Obviously no one does, but like, as in like, really not. Like, Haku, no. But before I get to Zabuza fighting Gato and assassin people, I've got to exactly mention Haku and Zabuza's backstory. Zabuza is actually one of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist. Obviously he's the first one we meet. That's pretty cool. But the main thing is with Haku, because Haku has a Kekkei Genkai, which is like Sharingan, Byakugan, like something that belongs to like a clan, or maybe like a family in this case, but probably still a clan. People like are sought out for them. People like sometimes hate them. And in this case, I guess Haku's father was very, I don't know, confused. So, or very like scared. So, does the normal thing, kills Haku's mom, kills his wife, very normal. And tries to kill Haku. And I assume Zabuza just, kills him instead and takes Haku with him. He felt like he didn't really have a purpose, his dad basically killed his mom in front of him. It's crazy. But Zabuza takes him, and then they become companions, partners. And Zabuza basically tells him, I'm pretty sure, to live for him, which we will see a bond like this later in one of the filler arcs. But for now, first time we've seen something like this, it's pretty cool. I really feel bad for Haku. I kind of wish we saw more about Zabuza, in the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. Similar to the way I feel about seeing more of the Akatsuki in the original series, but whatever. But yeah, we saw a bit more of Zabuza. But I do like their bond and Haku living for Zabuza. And honestly, the way Zabuza like protecting and saved Haku and now is protecting Haku, Zabuza living for Haku a bit, giving him a bit more purpose. Because Haku still technically was just an innocent child then, and still has his vibe. Like, did he ever even kill anybody? People didn't even mention that as well, I'm pretty sure. Didn't he like just not kill people? Like, he'd always like he would train well to not hit their like vital organs. So like he would never like actually kill someone. Like, and that's how I guess he got pretty good at doing it for Zabuza. But anyway, yeah. So obviously Zabuza's pretty cool, but yeah, I really like Haku. He's a very interesting character. Looks like a girl. Very important. But yeah, especially because of his backstory, I really like Haku. Anyway, so right after Gato kicks Haku and tells all the assassin people to kill Zabuza, because he's like, I guess, frick you, or just maybe all of them. Zabuza's obviously not having it, so he goes through, kills a couple, gets past some assassins because he only wants Gato. Gato's literally put himself near the end of the bridge as if like one of them's gonna stop him. Like, they kind of have, like, I guess there are a lot of them, but like safety measure, no. Like, where do you even go exactly? Like, I wouldn't even know. It's the whole bunch of people. How do they exactly even get there? But they're just on the kind of edge of the bridge. Gato fully believes that he won't get touched by Zabuza because there's so many people. But no, Zabuza's the GOAT, gets through all of them, And then, well, only just because this is a big point, I'll mention manga and anime. Anime, he just kind of stabs him. So he can't really use his arms right now because he's like in pain. So he uses his mouth, still stabs him, and he kind of just like falls off because, you know, he's in pain, you know, got there. So he falls off and dies. But in the manga, he like, what? Cuts his head off? Yeah, decapitates him. His body falls in the river, and obviously his head goes flying, goes there. It reminds me of Tarukane from Yu Yu Hakusho when Sakio just tells Toguro to like kill him, and then he just punches his head off and he just spins. Like, oh my goodness, stuff like that, creepy. But anyway, yeah, I like the manga one more just because Gato deserves it, but usually I don't really care between manga and anime. Anyway, and then while Zabuza distracted, the assassin people thinks a great time to throw crap at him, throw some sharp objects at him, and impale him from like all the sides. And while he's dying, he tries to get to Haku and stay with him.